I'd like to welcome everyone this evening to the 2024 State and City Address. My name is Rick Pierce. I am Chamber Executive for the Chamber of Commerce for Middletown, Monroe, and Trenton. So welcome and thank you for being here. I'd like to ask all of you to please stand on the presentation of the colors by Middletown Police and Fire Honor Guard. Now for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Please feel free to be seated. I'd like now to introduce Dr. Chris Urso, President of the Middletown Board of Education, to bring highlights from the school district. For many years, you're going to give me a hint though. I'm point to your ear. If you can't hear me, just let me know. For many years, Middletown City Schools has avoided running a school budget out of respect for our commitment to be careful stewards of public money. Last year, property reappraisal brought an increase in the tax burden for property owners. Real life. It's important to clarify for every $3 tax increase, Middletown receives only one additional dollar in plus. The remaining $2 were allocated to the table height. This means that 2/3 of the recent tax increase would not benefit Middletown City Schools residents. Additionally, the new appraisals make our district appear wealthier, which shifts more of the funding responsibility for our local community. While we normally welcome every young person to join our schools, the cost of educating students has increased, particularly as we work to support a growing number of students with unique social and educational needs. We have slides my district treasurer, Randy Bertram, and the slides that are generated by district staff created those for and then provides additional details to the things on the. In regards to student achievement, I'm pleased to report that this year's state report card reflects progress. especially in early literacy. While this improvement is encouraging, we know that there's more work to be done. Recently, I reviewed data that ranked districts statewide adjusted for community wealth. In this analysis, Middletown City Schools ranks around the 50th percentile. Though we're making strides, our aim is to continue building on this progress to provide the best possible educational opportunities for our students. Attendance. We try to be extremely transparent in regards to attendance in the schools that not only in Middletown has encountered post-COVID, but most districts, if not all districts throughout the United States have encountered. Attendance remains a top priority, as we know that students need to be present to reach their full potential. We're collaborating with students, their families, and community partners to promote regular attendance and encourage students to stay engaged. It's a collective effort, and we are focused on fostering a culture where every student is present, engaged, and ready to learn. Discipline. School safety is our top priority. We approach school safety in a matter of being proactive rather than reactive. We recognize that many of our students face physical and emotional challenges, and we're committed to creating supportive environments that help them make positive decisions. Our goal is for every student to feel safe and supported, both physically and emotionally. And recently, you probably read an I believe there's an article in there today regarding K-6 redistricting. We realize the process of redistricting is complicated. Our current structure with a separate sixth grade band isn't ideal for student social and academic development. We've known this for some time. We're committed to listening to our community to make the best decisions for our students and their families. Whether we're a part of Creekview, Central Academy, Amanda, Miller Ridge, or any other of our school communities, we appreciate that over 100 survey responses were generated by a recent survey that sent out. And I want the community to know that we hear them and that we will respond to their feedback and use their input to make decisions moving forward. I do appreciate your attention on a Tuesday evening and for your continued support of Middletown City Schools. My children have traveled through our schools and have done extremely well. And we appreciate the past year's support, your support. My family, and we would like to extend our thanks to the dedicated teachers, administrators, support staff, bus drivers, cafeteria workers, custodial maintenance teams, and all those who continue to contribute to making Middletown City Schools a vibrant school.
Now I'd like to introduce Jackie Phillips Carter to give the State of the City health address.
Good evening. 7 minutes because we can longer do that. Okay, so Mayor, to the city council members, to the city managers, city staff, all of you, family, friends, Middletown community, good evening. As a health professional, you all are probably waiting to hear about what specific, right? Okay, so chronic disease is one of our priorities. So we have 3. Let me go back a little bit. We do a community health assessment, and the 3 key priorities are chronic means long term, that means lung, heart, asthma, diabetes. Then we focus on maternal and infant. We want mamas to be able to get pregnant and mamas to carry those babies. And then mental substance abuse, dementia and mental health, suicide is also in there, and depression. So those are our three top priorities that we're focusing on. In Middletown, as well as in the city, county, and they are the same for the state of Middletown. Or we can talk about National November National Health Month, which one of them is diabetes. Are you aware that 98 million U.S. citizens have pre-diabetes? 98 million, they don't. Or you can talk about chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and that is caused by most of these things that we don't know that we can do. Last but not least, antibiotic resistance. For those of you that bug those doctors in antibiotics, whether it may be viral, and then once you get that antibiotic, we all say, well, I'm going to save you more information. You don't take it. Don't make use of antibiotics. So no, I'm not going to talk about health today. I'm going to talk about another side of health. Something that understands all of these challenges, and that is community and connection. So I've had the privilege of working on a human initiative that we all call Middletown Community. And it is a process. You see, when we received this grant, we have all this data of how people's health, all the statistics are happening in Middletown. And we started digging into the data, and we were noticing some alarming things like some communities live 12.5 years less than other people. So we dug a little deeper, and we started looking at the differences between our communities. I want you to know, in the rest of the you know that 80% of our health, 80% of optimal health, remember that. So part of this work we've done, we gave to the community, and we were actively listening to our community. Now, surveys, focusing are great, but that's just the beginning of getting to know the community. We were meeting with our community, focusing and listening to their lived experience, and wondering why they thought health was not being able to walk. I think of dogs were barking, those making up, and not like it. So we started doing this, and we all realized that a connected community is a healthy community. So when we start looking deep down, we all know that human beings are meant to connect. We're meant to interact with our families, with our neighbors, our co-workers, our places of worship, the larger community around us, and even our pets. Happiness and well-being are found in helping individuals, assisting, teaching, and supporting one another. My purpose has always been trying to connect the Middletown community, connect them with resources, connect them with people, and connect the ideas. Through that, I've come to understand that when people feel like they belong, that their voices matter, our communities can achieve their full potential. This connection has tangible impact on health. This is evident by the skills that we can serve our health opportunities in the life, and that's the interaction. A historian once said, and I love it, that when we become a part of a process, we leave our fingerprint on our people. So I am so proud of the work that we're doing here in Middletown, and I am proud of Middletown as a whole, and I am proud because Middletown has a great future and a bright future. So as I do, I'm going to let me share a quick story to show you the spirit of community. A couple of Thursdays ago, a friend of mine invited me for dinner, and I go, we do not. And I had dinner, and as I was leaving, she said, why don't you meet me at noon to go over another resource thing and have lunch? I said, yeah. So I get up Saturday night. I go there. It's been a part of the fun. I shared lunch with those friends. We laughed, we got food, we shared compassion, all the stories of the living. And then I enjoyed the walk home. And the walk home was beautiful. It was a native that was 3 blocks down. And I smiled. It was a beautiful sunny day. I came across a neighbor that lives behind me, and he's a young man. He actually and he had a husky dog. I reached down to pet him. You know, when public health for the dog. Yeah. But all dogs like that is he all. He said, yeah. I adopted another dog. Yes, another larger dog. It was not beautiful. Beautiful blue eyes, but the so I kept walking, and then a friend of mine's daughter that worked for the county had an emergency call over the weekend. And she said, I'm on my way to a church event. I just need to make sure that this call is taken care of because of the weekend. And she was going to start and I continued to walk, and my neighbor got back, working in the yard, and he said, hi, Jackie, and I said, hi, his name, and it made me smile because he's real cute. And so I continued to walk, and I realized this is what community is all about. This is what it's all about, to know your community. You don't have to know people by name. You just have to know that those are the kind of things that spark connection. So as I get ready to leave you, I have to confess. At times I feel heavy, and I have the weight of the world on my shoulders, like you guys do. You look at data in your community and difficult decisions that you make. And then each day I get the gift of waking up, and I start over. And I'm blessed and I'm inspired by this day. And it's people know almost every one of you out there today. And I know that this is great, and I know that we share the people. So it was this little quote that says, community is not about surrounding ourselves by people that need. We choose, but about working together, sharing a common vision, and striving to build something greater than ourselves. And it takes grace, dedication, and effort to form a true community. Because all those other things that we form when we get our friends together are all different from their place, and they're not community. Because community takes effort and it takes work. So tonight I challenge all of us, every single one of us, to start building multiple communities, nurture those communities, have diverse communities, people that are different, talk to them, listen to them, and find out. If I chose to live in my community, we all love people. And then people bring care from this, right? So you need to be first, you need to go out and start listening to people and develop strong, healthier, more close connections with them. That's what it's called community. And last but not least, when we form that community, or I'm going to say tonight, because I truly believe it in my heart, as we continue to form the community, Middletown will continue to be great. Because Middletown is our community.
Thank you, Jackie. Now we're going to move on to the State of the City address by our mayor, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here, for taking time on your Tuesday evening to be here and learn about more about our wonderful, wonderful city. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Mr. Rick Pierce for stepping in last minute to fulfill the role of master of ceremonies this evening, and Mr. Castle, who was supposed to MC tonight, was unable to do so due to recovery from bronchitis. We want everybody to know it's not contagious, but we just be careful. Thank you, Dr. Urso and Health Commissioner Phillips Carter, on the insightful and uplifting messages about the state of our city's schools and health. On behalf of the city of Middletown, I want to thank each of you for all the hard work you put in every day to ensure that our schools and city are healthy. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our fantastic city staff under the steadfast leadership of acting city manager Nathan Taphoff. The city building has seen much leadership turnover in the last 12 months, with 5 new council members and a transition at city manager. The staff has done good work in making Middletown shine with continued service and dedication to the residents and business owners of the city of Middletown. To all 400 plus staff members, I thank you. If you are a city staff member, please stand and be recognized. Please be recognized. My profound thanks goes to both our clerk of council, Amy Spink, and communication manager, Clayton Castle, for their long hours and dedication in planning this wonderful event. From the beginning, as I envisioned what tonight might look like, I shared with them that I wanted to make this more than a speech. I wanted to make this a celebration of Middletown and our wonderful residents and stakeholders. And with that direction, Mrs. Spink and Mr. Castle ran with it. They are the ones that created and held the space for this entire event with such grace. They make it look easy. For that, I am deeply thankful. I would also like to express my gratitude to our new event center manager, Angela Smith, and administrative assistant, Angela Coleman, for hosting the Save the City event this evening. They, along with Ashley Tutwiler and Ella Strickland, building maintenance, and the entire city IT department, which includes Director Corey Anderson, Bill Camino, James Felipe, Scott Gardner, and Matt Smith, all provided tireless and excellent preparation for this event. Each year for the State of the City address, I would like to feature a new building or site in Middletown to showcase. And while this location is not new, it is refurbished and has an entire new quality and life force to it. Ms. Smith joined our team just a few short months ago and hit the ground running preparing this space for events while also continuing to take care of our senior citizens program. Tonight would not be possible without the hard work of each of these dedicated people, and they've all been beautiful. I encourage everyone to stay for a bit after the address to admire all we have accomplished here. I would like to express my appreciation for the police and fire honor guard for their participation this evening. Their service and commitment to our community inspire me daily, and I thank them. I wish to express my appreciation and gratitude to my fellow current council members, Jennifer Carter, Paul Horn, Paul Lowry, and Vice Mayor Steve West, and former council member Zach Carroll. I appreciate every moment that I have the honor to serve our city as a team with each of you. Thank you for your service to our community. I'd like to recognize my entire family, my parents, my sisters, and my husband. For the tremendous support that they have given me in the position of mayor of Middletown, Ohio. Thank you. Without them, I would not have the ability to do what brings me joy every day, which is serving the wonderful people of this city that I love so much. I'll ever be grateful to my family for their service and sacrifice. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the community, for attending this event this evening, or for listening or watching online, and hearing the city's vision for our continuing brighter future. You are the reason we show up to work every day, meet you 2 days a month, and dedicate our time and effort into this city. We work for you. We work to make your lives better. So let me begin by saying the state of our city is bright. The state of our city is optimistic and strong. The state of our city is ascending. Middletown has much to be proud of. With the national and international spotlight that are sitting on our city this year, we've been able to showcase what it means to be Middletown strong, Middletown resilient, Middletown soaring. We've been able to promote our significant economic investments in manufacturing, small business, and recreation. We've been able to illustrate our illustrious blue-collar steelmaking identity while also welcoming art and culture. Yet, we have achieved much in this last year, and we have much left to do. I will talk about 4 areas in which the city is investing in its health, vibrancy, and vitality. These 4 areas are community events and engagement, city development programs, social issues and public safety, and economic development. Community events continue to be a driver of engagement between the city of Middletown and its residents. 2024 saw incredible success in high quality and well-attended events in every corner of Middletown. This is a testament to the incomparable dedication and love of Jerry Lewis, the city's community project coordinator. From January through November, she organized popular events such as the St. Patrick's Day Parade in downtown celebration, Dessert Week, Burger Week, Food Truck Friday, Movies in the Park, Farmers Market, Summer Arts in the Park for Children, the first ever and highly successful Middletown Comic Expo, and the upcoming Bowl Week. These events bring people from all over the area to enjoy Middletown, visit our expanding parks, enjoy our beautiful and historic architecture, and meet our friendly residents. Engaging and participating in the community is vital for a healthy and safe city. There are other events sponsored by Middletown organizations, including a once-in-a-lifetime event. Downtown Middletown Week, also known as DMI, held a party and celebration for the total Fifth of the Sun on April 8th. This event featured a DJ, eclipse glasses, and the best view of the solar eclipse. As Middletown was in the line of totality, people from all over the country descended upon our city to take part and witness this historic event. Other notable events in Middletown include the Women Wine and Chocolate Walk, the Burley Bourbon and Beer Walk, the Ohio Challenge, Dog Day Downtown, Hops in the Hangar, Sound at Sunset, Hocus Pocus Halloween Family Fun Festival, and in just a few short days, Very Merry Middletown. Holiday People is back with ice skating and light displays in our downtown beginning this Friday, November 15th. Light Up Middletown begins on Thanksgiving, Thursday, November 28th at Smith Park, celebrating 25 years. And Saturday, November 30th, is the official kickoff to the holiday season with the Santa Parade, tree lighting, and horse carriage ride. These events bring people again from all over the region to our city, so it's important that we invest in improving our infrastructure to make it safe and long-lasting. We've continued our street paving program over the last several years. We are now at 200 lane miles of streets paved throughout the city of Middletown. The city is also in the process of relining some of the streets where the painted lanes have faded. A high-quality infrastructure is a significant contribution to the goal to bring business and visitors into Middletown and keeping our city safe and enjoyable for our residents and people as well. Potholes and rough roads can cause pricey damage to cars, but not everyone has the means to repair or replace. This paving program continues to make our streets safer, stronger, and economically friendly to residents, visitors, and businesses. After 2 devastating fires at the Middletown paperboard site, the city is finally getting it cleaned up. This project was made possible by the Butler County Commissioners, who awarded the city a grant of $3 million for the cleanup. What was once an eyesore is no more, and there are plans to develop the site in the future. The Route 4 corridor is our southern gateway to the city, so we want to be sure that what is developed there is in accordance with the values and vision of Middletown's leaders. Middletown has taken extensive measures to help beautify its neighborhood. Over the summer, the Home Improvement Repair Program, again I'll say that, the Home Improvement Repair Program was launched, which allows residents the proper financial resources to repair and or restore portions of their property that were perhaps damaged or aged. Well over 200 people applied for 2 rounds of funding throughout the year with a variety of projects such as deck repair, roof repairs, replacement of shutters, gutters, and shingles, and much more. The project was a success, and the city is exploring the possibility of doing it again in the future. Additionally, it has inspired other municipalities to initiate similar programs in their communities. One of the most common questions we receive at the city of Middletown is, what is going on across the street from the city building on Main Street? That is the exciting basin project. Crews are building a 5 million gallon water tank storage tank and water movement system that will help reduce stormwater overflows. This is a mandate from the Environmental Protection Agency and the Clean Water Act. The tank will store the water for 24 to 48 hours before it slowly is moved back into the pipeline that goes to the wastewater treatment. In the end, this tank and its new process will make Middletown cleaner and healthier. On top of the basin will be our newest city park. Plans for the park design and amenities are still being developed. One of the largest investments into our community safety, health, and recreation dating back to 2023 has been the investment in our city park. First, the restrooms at Smith Park were completely updated. Tens of thousands of visitors take part in events or otherwise visit Smith Park on an annual basis. It was important to the city that we upgrade restroom facilities to become not just accessible, but exceptional and ADA compliant. In Sherwood Park, the city completely replaced much of the outdated playground equipment, cleaned and improved landscaping, installed tracks and a walking path, and placed new signage. There is also a new shelter, grill, tables, and benches. Perhaps the most exciting feature is the new basketball court. The court is a versatile surface that includes interlocking tiles that provide an exceptionally uniform and durable surface for intensive play. It is also easier and more cost-effective to maintain, saving taxpayer money in the long run. Golden Park has also been improved for renovation. In addition to the signage, trash cans, tables, and benches, the new playground will be unique to any other park in the city with a DuraPlay surfacing system, which is a pour-in-place rubber surface for playground equipment that will allow for a softer surface that is safer and virtually maintenance-free. There will also be playground features that will be wheelchair accessible, so children of all abilities can play and have fun. Using Community Development Block Grant funds, also known as CDBG funds, Oakland Park will also see a significant facelift. Being updated now are the concrete walking areas around the park, curb patching and replacement, and signage. Like the other two parks, the basketball courts will be updated to ensure safe and intensive play. Additionally, there will be a new pickleball court for local residents to enjoy. Finally, the playground equipment, which has not been replaced in decades, will be brand new. The park renovations are a special reminder that community influence matters. All of the parks were designed based on input from the community, whether through interaction with Middletown Connect ambassadors or community town halls held by the Middletown Park Board. Community involvement is an essential and critical piece to shaping policy and action in the city of Middletown. Improvement on the city's urban forestry also received a significant boost this year after the city of Middletown was awarded a $300,000 urban forestry grant from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. This grant will go towards the planning and management of the city's urban forest, along with tree removal and planting projects of public trees. The public trees project, funded by the grant, will take place in 13 underserved census tracts in the city. As has been documented, when all areas of the city are beautified, encouraging people to spend time outdoors, this improves not only our health and well-being, but also public safety by reducing crime. Speaking of public safety, Middletown is working tirelessly to address violence and crime reduction in our community. In May, the city of Middletown hosted a town hall forum that brought together concerned residents, community and spiritual leaders, elected officials, and the Middletown Police Department. These kinds of conversations about what is happening in our streets, in our schools, and in our homes is how lasting change begins. Yet some conversations are impossible, and yet some conversations can spark spirited debate. However, when we each take time to learn and understand situations from many points of view that are different from our own, we are more empowered to find the root problems and address them accordingly. The city is still examining ways to combat the root cause of violence. In August, we invited Paul K. Chappelle from the Peace Literacy Institute to talk about how we can wage peace. Community leaders held an introductory workshop with Mr. Chappelle where he provided thoughts on the root causes of anger and aggression, how to peacefully resolve conflict, and gave the leaders an opportunity to reflect on how this should apply to Middletown. It was a moving experience that I believe resonated with our leaders. If you are interested in learning more about the Peace Literacy Institute, feel free to reach out to me or visit them on their website, peaceliteracy.org. Thanks to the incredible work of our Middletown Police Department, the arrest of a group known for committing violent crimes in Middletown has significantly reduced violent crime. This summer, the Middletown Police Department dedicated resources to different problem areas in Middletown, which has led to not only arrests, but overall reduction in violent crime. I would like to take a moment to commend the Middletown Division of Police for all of their hard work this year to address the problem of violence and making the city safer for all. Please give a round of applause to our police department and Chief Earl Nelson. from that tradition in the coming years. Another significant investment are the 4 new firehouses that are being built, which will improve the resources of fire and EMS, leading to better and more efficient care in the field. The first 2 firehouses, including fire headquarters, are expected to be completed in the next few weeks with an official opening in January, while the other 2 are expected to be completed in mid-2025. Middletown continues to make significant strides towards a Renaissance comeback. Through strategic investments and community involvement, Middletown has positioned itself to grow significantly over the next decade. One momentous investment into our city is the current renovation and expansion of Middletown's Robert Hill Community Center. The planning of this project has been ongoing for several years, but everything aligned this year, allowing the city and community partners to move forward. City Council approved the plan in August, and by early September, the city held a groundbreaking ceremony. Dozens of people were in attendance to celebrate the Robert Hill Community Center's rich history, while also taking a shovel and moving dirt on the next chapter of the center's story. Also this year, the city of Middletown recognized 2 businesses who celebrated long-lasting milestones. In July, Cohen Recycling celebrated 100 years of operation, all in the city of Middletown. Cohen is a name brand here in the city and has been an excellent partner in improving the lives of Middletonians. We are grateful for Cohen's business and hospitality for the last century, and we wish them the best of luck for the next 100 years and beyond. In mid-August, the city passed Central Pastry Shop to celebrate its 75th anniversary. Central Pastry Shop has been in Middletown since the baby's beginning and has been owned by John and Vera Slamka for 40 years. As their daughter, I have seen firsthand their love for Middletown and serving this community. It's that heart of service that is so apparent in local business that has inspired me to be a leader in my community. John and Vera have dedicated their lives to Middletown, and I couldn't be prouder of them. We are excited about the diversity of locally owned and small businesses already established and newly opened. Between the city of Middletown, the Chamber of Commerce, and Downtown Middletown Inc., there have been over 20 ribbon-cutting ceremonies this year, welcoming new businesses throughout the city. In 2024, the city welcomed a comic book store, a sports development center, a sports fuel house, a new Waffle House, a steel company, a Mexican restaurant, a smoothie cafe, a big box craft store, a paint treatment center, a thrift store, a housing development, and several restaurants, among many others. This diversity of business in Middletown allows Middletown to attract a diverse populace to the city to work, live, and play. 3 new initiatives on the East End will completely transform and revitalize the I-75 corridor in the city of Middletown, attracting the tens of thousands of individuals driving the major interchange every day to choose our city for rest, dining, and recreation. In June, the city of Middletown purchased the town hall for $10 million. As malls around the nation continue to dwindle due to the advent of instantaneous online retail, the city was presented with an opportunity for future development at a prime location just off the highway. City staff, led by Assistant City Manager Ashley Cohen, is currently in the process of asking residents and stakeholders to complete a short survey for what they would like to see at the site. Staff is asking everyone to think outside the box and look at the site as if it were a company of a clean study, and we were starting fresh in the building and building something new. What would you build there? What would you like to see? As council members of City West asked, what types of services and amenities do you typically go outside Middletown to find? This collected information will help inform the writing of the RFP, or request for proposals, that will be listed for the site early next year. We hope that you will take a few minutes to complete the survey, and you can have some in the back so you can access with your phone. The town hall property is an example of incredible potential. With businesses booming around the mall already, the city is smoothly proceeding with its redevelopment. Additionally, off I-75 corridor, City Council approved funding for the construction of an aquatic center at Atrium Family YMCA near Atrium Medical Center. Take a moment and think back to when you were a child. You may likely have fond memories at pools or water parks with your family and friends. This new water attraction will allow today's children and their families to create lasting summer memories right here in Middletown. The city held a groundbreaking just a few weeks ago with an expected completion date of summer 2025. In one of the largest investments into the city of Middletown in decades, The city broke ground in June on the historic and transformative Renaissance Point project. This $200 million investment at the intersection of State Route 122 and Union Road will allow Middletown to compete with other municipalities with large developments along the highway, such as Union Center, Liberty Center, the Monroe Outlet Mall, Austin Landing, and Dayton Mall. Renaissance Point will be anchored by an arena/event center with surrounding multi-use complexes for Class A retail, restaurants, and residential communities. The city expects Renaissance Point to attract hundreds of thousands of visitors a year, spending their money and patronizing businesses in Middletown. One of the more underrated aspects of the city of Middletown is Middletown Regional Airport, which also saw significant investment this year. Brought about by a collaboration among Butler Tech, the Butler County Commissioners, Jobs Ohio, Ready Cincinnati, and the city, Butler Tech broke ground in October on a new $15 million aviation education hangar on the north end of our airport. This new hangar will be a catalyst for continued education and innovation excellence in the field of aerospace and aviation, right here in Middletown. Steel, however, will continue to be the lifeblood of our community. Steel is woven into our identity and will now stay in Middletown for generations to come, thanks in large part to the federal government. In the spring, Cleveland was announced that it selected for award negotiations for up to $500 million in total funding from the United States Department of Energy for the replacement of its Middletown blast furnace with a direct reduced iron plant and 2 electric melting furnaces. This will allow the steel mill to maintain its existing raw steel production capacity of approximately 3 million net tons per year. The facility will have the flexibility to be fueled by natural gas, which would reduce current iron-making carbon intensity by over 50%, a mix of natural gas and clean hydrogen, or clean hydrogen, which would reduce current carbon emissions by over 90%. This is phenomenal for our Middletown air quality and the health of our residents. In doing this, Cleveland will also reduce steel production costs that will amount to a $450 million annual savings relative to the existing configuration, while also positioning Middletown Works as the most advanced, lowest greenhouse gas emitting integrated iron and steel facility in the world. Economically, the project will secure the existing 2,500 jobs at Middletown Works while also adding 170 new jobs to the plant. The designing and building of the state-of-the-art manufacturing facility will be 1,200 construction jobs to Middletown during the peak construction phase. This significant investment will allow the city of Middletown to continue to grow a strong workforce with our largest employer with opportunities for Middletown residents to prosper. Middletown's history and heritage goes unmatched. While history and heritage are important to our story, so is the vision of a prosperous future. This incredible progress in economic development is enriching our communities and enhancing the quality of life, one new business at a time. Middletown is getting closer to becoming a destination point where you no longer need to go somewhere else to find what you like in activities, fun, and recreation. If you're an inspiring small business owner in this room or watching online, I want to encourage you by saying Middletown wants to work with you, and we invite you to explore all that the city has to offer. Our community and economic development staff, led by Director Bishop Morgan, is more than happy to help you find your place in Middletown and fit you with the resources you need to succeed. If there's one thing that has been on display over the last few years, in my opinion, it's positivity. While our community has always been important to all of us, the positivity in Middletown has grown so much after a tough stretch of economic turmoil and COVID. Residents, visitors, and business owners are coming together for one common purpose: to keep making Middletown a better and better place. Please now take a moment and think back to where the city of Middletown was in 2020. Just months after the recession, forcing people to lose their jobs and businesses were closing up and down Central Avenue. Downtown was nearly deserted. If the city was lacking in hope, it made up for it in determination. While the shine of Middletown went out just a bit, the embers were still warm. Sometimes all it takes is a spark to bring life back, and that's exactly what happened throughout our city. Reiterating what our health commissioner spoke about in her State of the City health address, you may have heard the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child." Well, I believe it takes a village to have a village. And what I mean by that is it takes each one of us each with our unique skills, working together to get things done and build community. This particular focus takes commitment to open and open-minded communication, which we are seeing more than ever before in the city. And with that, businesses are opening up in downtown and throughout the city. Nearly every weekend, there's an event happening in Middletown. Strategic investments in our infrastructure and in our economic vitality will allow us to do even bigger than before. We are in exciting times in the city of Middletown. The Renaissance is here and it's here to stay. The state of our city is bright. The state of our city is now. Thank you so much for joining us in the State of the City Address. I wish you a good evening.
Now we move, to a longtime tradition at the State of the City Address. It's the presentation of the Robert Sunnyhill Jr. Humanitarian Award. And here to, give that award, representing the family is Robbie Hill, along with, Mayor Slamka.
Thank you, everyone. To the city council, all city officials, mayor, and Amy, I would like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my dad's story. I know this is the mayor's not, so I'm not gonna be long. When usually my mom gets the award, she passed a few months ago, and I made a promise to her that I would continue to present this award on her behalf. The community center goes a long way back. It was there way before I was even born. It has been there since March 1st, 1925. When it was built by Armco, the hard-earned donation from African American men that worked in the media. There was an organization called the Middletown Colored Community Association, also formed in 1925. Its purpose was to encourage play, recreation, a better social life, and to better morale in the workplace among the colored people of Middletown. The location changed many times. And it was like on Berry Parkway, Canal Street, but it was finally closed down for lack of funds. But later in 1922, a new building was opened at 800 Lafayette Avenue. And George Berry stepped up and gave his dedication speech and sold the building to the city of Middletown. The city closed it, then reopened the building in 1968 as the Middletown Community Center. 2010, the center was rededicated as the Robert Sunnyhill Jr. Community Center in honor of a longtime community leader. He served 12 years on city council and was Middletown's first black mayor. I can remember my mom telling me I used to go to the center for dances, basketball games, parties down there, and roller skating. And believe it or not, that was the first place I roller skated. We roller skated in those little skates that had little straps that go up those foot. I went down there after school myself. I couldn't wait to go down there, play ping pong, walk through the food. We had food pages, basketball games, parties, and college stuff. Now, center is used for all kinds of fun, by all people, all races, and all ages. Especially the kids with the city schools. They have the after-school program. We have to do a lot, but that is awesome. So let's keep the Hill legacy going and help make better our community and the city of Middletown. I would like to thank all the people and organizations who have helped to rebuild and keep our historical community center a top priority. such as the city of Middletown, the Middletown City Schools, CBI, Kelly Power, Community Center Committee, all the private donors who gave money and don't want to be known. Pastor Mike Bailey, Faith United Methodist Church, Dr. Pete Gregory, Premier Health Atrium Medical Center, Jennifer Effinger, Dayton Metro Library, Thomas Falk, Stephen Hightower II, Hightower Patrolman, Calvin Moon, Middletown City Council, Middletown City School Board of Education, Michelle Novak, Rick Pierce, Chamber of Commerce, Tyler Roberts, Greater Miami Valley YMCA, Deanna Short, Safety Council of Southwestern Ohio, and Dr. Chris Urso, Middletown City Schools Board of Education. Many thanks to all of those people that may not have been mentioned, that may have passed on, but are not forgotten. The ones that fought and are still fighting for this amazing historical place. I wish both my mom and dad was here and could have been here to see the groundbreaking and to ultimately see the future built. But on behalf of myself and the Hill family, I would like to present the Robert Sonny Hill Junior Humanitarian Award to all of you, the city of Middletown. Thank you.
But at the same time, we wish you this year to present to everyone in the city, including city council, past and present, the commission that worked on the restructuring and renovation of the building as well. So here we have the 2024 Robert Sonny Hill Jr. Humanitarian Award. In memory of Robert Sonny Hill Jr., who served on Middletown City Council for 11 years, Sonny was elected in 1993, soundly defeating 4 opponents for city commission seats representing the second ward. At the first meeting of the city commission in 1994, Sonny was selected vice chairperson and was named chairperson the next year. In 2001, Sonny became the first African American mayor of the city of Middletown. Robert Sonny Hill Jr. led an extraordinary life and left a legacy of service for others to emulate. This year's award is presented to Middletown City Council past and present for their unwavering support of the Robert Sonny Hill Jr. Community Center. Over the years, there have been many who have contributed to the community center and its mission. The hardworking members of Onso Field Middletown College Community Association established and funded Middletown's first community center in 1924. The current community center facility was built in 1942 and was dedicated to the city in 1968. The community center has remained an icon in Middletown thanks to the generosity of individuals and local businesses that have invested in the center and its programs for nearly 100 years. I want to express my sincere gratitude to the members of the Community Center Advisory Committee for investing their time and talent to help design the renovation and expansion project of the Community Center that is currently underway. Once completed, the $6.7 million project will double the size of the community center, which has seen generations of children walk through its doors for recreation, entertainment, and education. Let this award be hung in the Robert Sonny Hill Jr. Community Center as a reminder of the city's commitment in the past and into the future. And in which whereof my hand and seal the city of Middletown on November 12, 2024.
Congratulations to the city for that. This concludes the 2024 State of the City Address. So I'd like to thank all of you for spending a Tuesday night here and listening to the good things that are happening in the community. On the way out, the city would like to know any comments or ideas you have here on the event center. There'll be someone out there to give your thoughts to, at the atrium on your way out. So thank you again for coming and have a good evening.